Hello everyone, this is Running on Empty Food Review, and a good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Afternoon it is, at least when I'm filming this. Word for word what I said in a couple reviews ago. It's probably evening when I upload this, but at least it's afternoon when I film it. Friday it is, and you know what they say about Fridays, right? Friday is Taco Bell Day, and Friday afternoons are Taco Bell Friday afternoons. Exactly. Well, Taco Bell, they're coming out with a new item. Newly released, actually. I think this is either the first or the second full day, which they've had this item out for, so I'm kind of, fresh on the scene here. And, we're just going to get into it. What is this item exactly? This is their rolled chicken tacos. Now, I think it's actually a very poor name for what this actually is. In every essence, this is more commonly known as a taquito. Perhaps the name itself is copyrighted or trademarked, or perhaps Taco Bell just says, the consumers are too stupid to realize what a taquito is, so we're just going to call it the rolled chicken tacos. But it kind of sounds like a name someone who doesn't know what a taquito would call one of these things, but it's the rolled chicken tacos. Now, when they call it a rolled chicken taco, again, I think that's still an equally poor name for it, due to the fact that when you look at it, it's a taquito, right? But this doesn't really look like a rolled chicken taco to me. This doesn't even look like a taco in any way, shape, or form, really. This resembles more of like a churro than a taco. So, when I think of a taco, I think of either a nice, hard shell or soft shell, brimming with quality, juicy chicken from Taco Bell. But this itself is, again, just a standard taquito. What is it exactly? Well, I guess it is a rolled chicken taco, but what's in it is shredded chicken, shredded little chicken bits. Then it says rolled up in a tortilla, very tightly so. And then it is fried, and then it is served off to the consumer. You can get it in packages of 2 or 4. And you can also get it with a select dipping sauce. Salsa, spicy ranch, guacamole, and everything in between. I went with standard salsa, and we're just going to try it. We'll even try it with some sauce, let you know how it tastes all around, and we'll go from there. I'm going to take a sip of water first because I'm rather parched, and then we'll get to eating. Thirsty. Alright, so first things first, I'm just going to start eating this, and then I'll let you know what it tastes like, then I'll dip it in the sauce, and I'll let you know how that affects it. So it's the rolled chicken tacos from Taco Bell going in. There's a view of the inside right there. That's what it looks like. Alright. Well, here's what it tastes like, sans sauce. It's, and you know what, I really was expecting this. Just from a bird's eye glance at it, I thought, yeah, it's probably going to be just like this. Though there were a few little curveballs here and there, but it really wasn't too much of a surprise to me. The chicken itself is not the most flavorful in the world, and I think that's kind of obvious just by looking at it. It's not even these, juicy chunks of grilled chicken or anything like that. Um, Instead, it's just these little shredded bits of chicken. Almost in terms of just observing it, looks almost like in terms of how it appears, kind of like pulled pork, just pulled chicken little strips there. Um, Nonetheless, it's really not that flavorful. One of the most flavorful things of this all is actually the corn tortilla. We're actually able to bite in there, and you can taste almost that, real. You can really actually taste kind of the corn that's actually embedded in the tortilla itself and what it's produced of, and you can really actually taste that more than some of the chicken. I think one of the things that bothers me the most about this chicken is not really how it tastes, but the consistency of it actually. Texture is an equally important part of the food, as is the taste, but a lot of people just don't really talk about the texture of the food, and that's one thing I always try to bring up in the reviews, how it is texturally, because I think, your tongue is also a sensory, uh, a sensory organ. It's not an organ though, but it's really texture is important. And one of the main things I find the problem about this chicken is that it's just pasty. When you take a bite of this chicken, you can't really feel any of the strips of the chicken. It's just a paste in there, and that's just bothersome to me. Having just this cheap paste inside this fried tortilla. It's just not the most appealing or appetizing thing in the world. Another thing with the chicken is that it's just extremely salty and there isn't much more flavor to it. You might say you emphasize saltiness a lot, but it's a common trick that these fast food places use, that when they really don't want to invest any more than they have to in food, they just make it exceptionally salty, make that the prevailing flavor, and everyone's just fine with it. So definitely, without any sauce, it's nothing to be proud of, and it's nothing to brag about or praise or anything like that. But perhaps quickly we'll try this salsa, and we'll see if that does change it at all. All right, dip it in here. One good thing, at least, that these are perfect for dipping, at least. The sauce is a must-have for this. To say it in short, it is a must-have. If you want to get these and you want to enjoy them, you have to get the sauce with them as well, and you have to utilize the sauce with every bite if you want to enjoy these. And the sauce really makes it. It's as though they intentionally, perhaps, had these lacking in flavor in order to really emphasize the sauce here, because it is extremely, extremely important thing for this dish. The sauce is. You dip it in this, salsa here, and really, I think one of the best things about the salsa, it's just extremely flavorful, and I think they really do utilize a little bit of chili pepper in this salsa specifically, because I can really taste a little bit of just a nice little kick to it, a nice little spiciness that's added there. You can even taste a little bit of the onions in there too. Just very refreshing, adds a refreshing little coolness to it as well in terms of actual physical temperature, yet it also packs a little bit of a peppery spiciness as well. So I'd say the sauce is a must. It increases the flavor of these tacos tenfold, and I think the sauce is an absolute must-have. If I ever do find myself, for a real slow week or something, maybe I'll actually review some of the other sauces that they include here. Maybe not. We'll see how busy things get. But the sauces really make the dish here, and that's, I'd say, that is the most important part of this, really. Without the sauce, it's not good. I would not even recommend it. But with the sauce, as I said, it makes it exponentially more flavorful, and it makes it a heck of a lot better than how it is without the sauce. So really, as I said, the sauce is a must. Personally, from experience, I recommend the salsa, but if you want to be brazen and brave and you want to branch out and try some of the other sauces, be my guest. But, absolutely the sauce is really, I'd say, what makes this edible, to say the least. Price-wise for this, let's see, $2.19 for the rolled chicken tacos. That's what it is. $2.19 indeed, and an affordable price for two of them at least. So they are cheap. That's one of the good things about Taco Bell, is that they do make things cheap, and they've been marketing these. It's only been out for what now, 2 days, and they've really been marketing these rolled chicken tacos big league. They've just been going all out with advertisements. They already have little banners on the stores and everything. So I think they're really putting a lot into this, but I think one thing they really need to emphasize is the sauce and how important that it is for this item. Alright, so out of 10, what am I going to be rating this product? Well, it has its benefits and it has its drawbacks. If I were to only consider how these chicken tacos were in themselves, it would not be a good rating. But this is a meal. This is a complete meal. You get it with the sauce, so I need to include everything, how it is with the sauce as well, because the customer is expected to dip it in said sauce continually, or perhaps they can take a bite out of it and then lap up the sauce, should they wish, but I don't think that's the real suggested means of consumption. However, considering this as a full meal, as a complete set, both of these go hand in hand, right? I'm going to have to give this a 7.9 out of 10, a little bit shy of an 8, just because, the sauce definitely makes it, but still, considering the quality of the chicken, it's not good quality chicken, it could be improved a bit, and, that is a big, major drawback. However, for the price, and again, as I said, the sauce really makes it. That's what brought it up those few points to make it a 7.9 out of 10. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Report of the Week, and this is Running an Empty Food Review. Thank you for watching, and take care. And it is now time once more to shut off the camera. Thank you, and have a good weekend.